Rising Fawn. It sounds exactly like what you said they were doing.
Okay. As long as we don't use no cell phone maps, we'll be all right.
There you go.
The cell phone maps are all backwards. I can't figure them out. Cell phone, they do it backwards.
I know.
And I know where I'm at, north and south, but you're lost on there.
Well, you just need to get a
I'm
minute.
supposed to be on the right-hand side of the interstate, and it's on the left-hand side. I said, wait a minute here, something wrong.
All right.
Okay, yeah, we got Smoky Road right here.
This is LOP, Lines Orchids.
Okay,
And my home is here.
okay,
And we were standing in here when you started talking about your experience and the mine going in, which is, we call Lewis 8.
okay.
And
Let me see, where's this road right here, Tinesville coming down,
That's
there's the curve
Tinesville.
right here.
Yep.
Yeah, we used to have axles stacked in that right there, old trucks break axle, and you have to put an axle in and get up the road. And my daddy's mines,
How are we gonna keep track of this?
okay.
I've got that right.
Yeah, but
You go over here,
Oh, well,
okay, right,
you're right on here.
yeah, right on.
I've got some smaller copies if you read it up right on
Well,
this.
I think we need the size to be able to see.
this St. Ives right in here.
Yeah,
My daddy's mine came when you come down here in Lloyd Little, and my daddy had the mines all right here.
You wanna turn this upside down, or is that good for you? the way
This
it
is good for me right here.
Is this road still up there?
This road here,
Yeah.
it still should be there, yeah. You get right go through the curves, the planks live right here in this house. And then he lives over here on this road right over here.
now did you actually do coal when you were a kid?
Yeah, my daddy was still a coal mine. Only thing I ever done, I used to drive trucks from here, drive up here and stage it on the highway. Stage them right up here on the highway.
They have a stage.
I'd bring a load right there in front of that church.
Yeah.
Now, I helped build that church.
Did you really?
The other church used to be, see this little curve right here?
Yeah.
That's Bell Avenue. The little spot right there, the old church was right there.
Huh.
When I was a kid, I helped mix concrete and build blocks for
That's
that.
that little white
Yeah,
truck that sits.
they got it at an antique store now, I think. But anyway, right in front of it, I used to stay at the gas station right across. The gas station's still there. That was,
That's where they fix them.
yeah, back then it was, John, what's his name? I think. Underwood. John Underwood had that gas station.
Is that where they fix the lawnmowers in?
And yeah, and I'd stage them. I'd drive the coal truck up there full and get empty, take back. And I was 10 years old.
Is that right?
Them old trucks was 1.5 ton trucks
Uh-huh.
with most times between 6 and 8 ton of coal on them.
How many
I'd have to come up and try to go around that curve, and then none of them have no power steering.
Man.
I'd just stand up on there and
Yeah.
get it going good, come around that curve.
Well, this mine is still, the slope on that road is continuing to go.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the,
Oh, this mine right here, right?
yeah,
Is this a mine right here? That's
Yeah.
where it's, okay, and if you come up the hill right there, there used to be an old road that turned back to the right there.
well,
And that was Shoemaker lived down in there.
So what year was all this?
This
going
is
on?
all tar paper shacks in here. Everything down here was tar paper shacks. They had electricity, they all had, wasn't no water, no sewer, everything was outhouse. This was in the 50, I can remember probably 55 through 62.
That's when they were mining this.
By the time I was about 5 years old till I was about 10 years old. And then my daddy, in 57, he quit mining all the time, but he still mined part-time. And he part-timed on up to about 64. And the oldest miner on the mountain was John Scott, but he was out here in Squatch County.
now the Planks,
Yeah.
David Plank still lives on Timesville. Would he have any experience with this stuff?
Yeah, right there. He still live in the old house right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he knows.
Well, actually, no, he's living up here somewhere.
He's living up here somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay. They used to live in that first house right there. If we turn right, that's all planks.
Yeah,
All them houses right here with planks.
yeah.
I don't know how many of them are still alive.
Well, Dempsey's down there now too.
Dempsey's living here?
Yeah.
Carlos or Arliss or?
I think it's Carlos. I don't.
Yeah.
I haven't run across Arlos yet. We've had exchanges on Facebook that weren't very friendly.
One of them's pretty bad. Well, he's in pretty bad shape. Last time I seen Arliss, I think he was all kind of a smart ass anyway. But they got their brother lives out there past me, their half brother,
Yeah.
Spanglers.
Okay,
See, Warren Spangler is their half brother.
I see.
So the Spanglers, yeah, they was all up here at.
Well, we think this. We think this is Lewis
right down
8.
in here. Yeah.
We think this is Lewis 8.
Mm-hmm. This one right here.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the one that's still weeping, and you saw that.
Well, that should be, because when you get up there to your house, his mine was on the right-hand side of the road. I remember Tipple was in the middle of the road, and mine went off to the right, and all the, they had to haul rock off. Well, they had a rock pile and a coal pile.
When I bought the property,
Yeah, that would be Lewis's mine right there.
Yeah. When I bought the property and got the government involved,
Yeah, that ought to be Lloyd Little's right here.
they took away probably 50,000 cubic yards of tipple.
What's this, that 30 inches of coal, 36 inches of coal,
Yeah.
40 inches of coal?
Yeah.
Because I think my daddy might have done this one right here. Because I know he had one that was real low. And I guess he went in this and here, he pushed it through all the way over here.
It came across the.
He come out on the other side. He come out of the mountain on the other side. Yeah.
Is there any sign?
And he might have come out more down Hidden Brook or more down Carriage Hill this way. But he said they was in there drilling, and
This little line right here is where the coal should
have been
pop out on the
ground.
side,
Should come out on the ground.
Yeah, on the ground on the other side of the mountain.
But they followed it all the way out to the other side of the mountain. So
What about this site? The
the
one that you were in?
the one that was in here?
Yeah.
Now this is the one he pushed all the way out to the other side. And I'm saying no, that's down here's the one that pushed all the way out to the other side. This is Lewis. This is Lewis. Okay.
And how far did Lewis go?
I don't know. I never went in his mine, but he was down there for a long time. Him and my daddy was buddies and partners
Yeah.
for years. But in the mine, most Lewis or Grover, and I don't know if his brother worked with him or not.
Grover and John.
Yeah, but Grover's daughter lives out there on the highway.
Hmm.
And,
What is there? This is back there behind Nudo's and all that back
yeah,
there.
that's Wilson Avenue. I guess it's
We're-
Wilson right here. That's right.
Yeah, there's that little road just goes down there and ends right
Yep.
there. Is there anything down there that you can?
Okay, that's
Behind the
Laurel. That's
close-
Laurel right here. That's Laurel. That's that first road as you go down to W.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, my mother was that house. Right, my mother was born and raised right there. In that
Oh, is that
house.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, my mother was born and raised right here, and there's another coal mines right down here. It comes back in here.
Well, what we're trying to figure out is what's actually going on underneath here.
Underneath here, right here.
And
Yeah. My daddy told me they pushed, and then one day the drill went out.
Went out
They
the other side.
they went back because they didn't have. They was way off of their easement. You know. They supposed to survey all that stuff and keep up where they're at, but they didn't. They just went where the coal was and got it.
so the mine on the W road that we're still seeing is right in here, I think, isn't it?
You know, where's the curves at? Let me see. Here's W Road. There's zigzag curves. And there's the main. Is that the main road?
I think the mine is right in there.
Yeah.
This is the
It's
road
right.
coming up.
Yeah, it's right down. It's right down below the main curves.
Yeah.
As soon as you get out of the main curve, there's a little rock bluff right there, and then it's right down there, and there's a little seam of coal went in. They went in there.
Now, how far in do you think they went? And then we
I don't think they went very deep, because there never was a big slag pile or nothing out there.
And the W was already
And the
pretty
W
busy.
was already, well, it was probably basically a one-lane dirt road. It probably wasn't paved.
When did they pave it?
It was paved when I was a kid, but it hadn't been paved, it was just tar and gravel, it hadn't been paved long. So it was probably paved in the late 50s, early 60s.
Okay.
Kind of like the Gap, Robert's Gap, you know, it was dirt. They didn't pave it till 83.
Huh.
Yeah.
They paved it when I was working at Donwood Volkswagen. I was driving down it every day.
When I was in high school, I remember going up and down it gravel.
Just gravel road, yeah. It was gravel all the way. I was
That's-
driving back and forth to work on gravel, and then they tarred and gravelled it, yeah. They
That-
widened it. We used to be a little narrow,
Yeah.
one lane, just like the W road was, yeah. You can see the W road, you see them concrete pieces on the side?
Yeah.
They used to be above your car.
Really?
When I was a kid, when I drove down through there, that was a lot higher than the car was.
Huh.
It was
So they-
above the top of the car, and they just
built
paved
up
up,
the
paved up, and all them walls, and then they built the walls up. Did you see it? They built the walls up, and they paved up and paved up.
Huh.
Pavement there is probably 5 or 6 foot deep. They did that to widen the road, they kept widening that road.
Well, so the only other spot that's a real concern is Bachman, and that's Bachman right there.
Mm-hmm,
And that would be this mine.
yep, okay, here's Botman,
Yeah.
and, well, right there's the,
And the other question, one of the things that has me thinking is the water towers.
yeah, where's the water tank?
The water towers are right here.
Okay. There's the church. Okay, that's the church right there by the water tank.
Yeah.
Okay, we used to drive down through here, and it may be at mines right there we was going to, coming in from this side. There's still a mines right in here too.
Well, one of the concerns we have with town center is that it basically,
Goes all the way to up here, don't it?
yeah, it goes all the way up there. So it's 135 acres that they want to try to develop.
That's old Benton Field's actually what we're talking about. Yeah.
Is that place you're telling me
Yeah.
that no trees grow there because the soil's so?
Did you
Oh,
know
yeah,
Connie
around,
Janey?
yeah, around the mine, you know, they don't trees grow there, yeah. Oh, I know Janie out across.
Yeah, Connie and I got to know each other, and her whole property is basically on a rock.
Mm-hmm.
And she tried to put horses back there,
Oh, I remember horses, yeah.
and she said they didn't make
Yeah,
it.
she's still alive?
No,
I
Connie
was about
passed
to say
away.
she was old when I was a kid.
Connie passed away
Okay.
10 years ago. Her daughter's in there now.
Her daughter's there, yeah. So
She's not very conversational though.
so she was pretty old when I was a kid. I'd go up there and ride horses.
Yeah.
Yeah, she let us ride horses. And I rode horses there, and Miss McCoy over there. Miss McCoy taught me how to ride.
McCoy Farms, McCoy?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
You know, Martha McCoy. She took care of all the kids in the neighborhood.
Really?
Yeah, we go over and we go work. She let everybody come over, and you could work an hour. She'd pay you minimum wage $1, and you could do that every Saturday. But then when apples come in, you'd come over and work for all day, every how long it took to get the apples done, get the cider made, and all that stuff.
I got a question for you about McCoy. If you know where that wood building is, where they got, I guess they do parties back there, right next to the
Yeah.
trail. If you go into the woods on one of those trails right there, there's 4 big concrete foundation columns right in there, pillars. And my thinking is that was a windmill that sat on top of that and pumped water.
Now they had a big old water tank up there.
But
But I don't
would it
know
be sitting on the pillars, or?
I don't know that they ever had a windmill or anything like that to
Yeah.
pump water with. We ain't got enough wind around here to pump water with
Okay.
a windmill.
Because I don't know if you remember, but they're kind of triangular.
Yeah, that's where that old water. That's where that water tank.
That's where the
was.
water tank's
Yeah,
at? Okay.
yeah. Van Stevens out there tore that water tank down.
Oh,
Had a big old wooden water tank up there.
really? Is that right? That'd have been some good wood then.
That's where the water tank was.
The new ones sit outside the coal seam, and I assume that the stone there is much more stable. But I'm wondering how far the footings went down, because those tanks are pretty high up and a lot of weight.
A lot of weight. Yep.
Can you see the coal seam down there anywhere?
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, right along here, the shale and coal are still exposed.
Mm-hmm.
Did this place have an opening that wide?
No, just where it went in, just
Yeah.
about 30, 40 inches. My daddy had to have mules, 30-inch mules. Mine was only as thick as the coal.
Yeah.
So you can look them holes, that's what they worked in. 36 inches high, all the way back, they followed that coal seam done this, and went this way and that way.
Yeah.
And that's the way it went in the mines. It went up and down, up and down. My daddy used to cut staves. There's a little piece of wedge of wood, and they'd have to lay on them coal cars, stick them staves in them wheels to stop them coal cars when they went downhill.
That was the brake.
As the brakes. Yeah, he cut them staves. That was a brake.
Man.
They had little metal things in there, and you could stick them staves in there.
Well, at this point, we're concerned
It was a
with,
dangerous job.
this is now a high wall,
Mm-hmm.
a terribly high wall, probably 70, 80 feet drop
Mm-hmm.
right on that side. But there's coal all along the old road, the old mining road.
Oh
which
yeah, it comes up through there.
they don't even draw it all the way in here.
Yeah.
When,
What's the heavy dashed line here? What is?
that's the 30-inch seam.
No,
Anything,
that's the border of what they were doing here.
Yeah.
This is going to be the.
Anything
I
past
think-
this, I'm not sure.
I
It's
think
probably
it
went
tapers to
down.
nothing.
Probably
out here.
tapers down to nothing out there.
Yeah.
That's. I'm sitting here looking. I'm just sitting here looking at it.
And this is on the paper too. Underneath, the reality is totally different.
Right.
You know?
But in general, like way over here,
Yeah.
it's about 1,700.
Mhm.
Over here, it's a little bit more than 1,800.
We're
it's
2,000 here.
Well, here's 2,000 here.
Yeah, and right down here we're at 1,800.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you got
200 feet. Yeah.
It's climbing up.
It's climbing. Yeah, them mines was up and down, and the one that climbed was better because it didn't fill up with water.
Yeah.
But they pumped water all the time out of all these mines.
I'm just trying to figure out why they got it cropping out over here because it seems like it should be cropping out over.
Cropping out down there, it may.
Yeah.
In reality, it probably does.
Because this right
Go
here,
somewhere else.
This is this 2,000 right here? Or is that 18? What is that line right there?
I can't. I got to start from here. This is the 2,000 line here.
Because I know my daddy over here, he did just showing to have 36 inches. Now he had 6 foot, 8 foot in spots.
Really?
That-
6
that
foot,
deep?
8 foot?
Yeah,
That thick.
yeah, that thick.
All right. Well, this is 18 right here, right? Or 19? What is this one right here? That's 18, 19, 20.
They're showing like a 36. That would be a kind of an average. I guess they just put an average to there. But my daddy, they'd get big coal. He'd get in there and they'd have a big room in there they could stand up in and work.
Really?
I was just trying to see.
Well, what that does is that just increases the hazard that represents if you've got a pocket
Get a
that
bigger,
big.
get a pocket in there that big.
I think this is just the edge of some study they did to do this. I don't think it has anything to do
My
with
daddy, he had a mines out here in Big Fork, and they had 10-foot coal out there.
Really? Wow.
They had good coal, a lot better coal. This coal down here wasn't very good.
Is there any other
High
places
sulfur
up there? What did the strip mines have? How thick was the coal in the strip
That's
mines?
10-foot coal.
A 10-foot coal?
Yeah.
Really? Jesus.
I don't think they stripped anything less than. I don't think they go down after anything less than 10 foot.
Well,